FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Let us face the fact that the Muslim world was colonized for the past 300 years by European powers. When the Europeans came to the Muslim world, unfortunately, they damaged its psychology. They damaged its culture. They displaced its natural growth. So it created, the West did really create a problem over there. So Muslims, unfortunately, came to be divided into three groups. One is rejectionist, rejecting the West totally, not willing to work with the West. Another one that was in confrontation of the West. But the larger number of Muslims was willing to interact with the West as long as the dignity of the Muslims is respected, Muslim human rights are respected. For example, you take the situation in Palestine and the suffering of Palestinians for the past 60 years. It is disastrous, not only for Palestinians or Arabs, but also for the Muslim population. And unless the Palestinians, the Iraqis, the Afghans, others' rights as human beings are recognized, respected, and encouraged, this will bring peace to all of us.
Do you have confidence that Hillary Clinton can help do that?
I cannot say if I have confidence, but I hope that the new administration will work in different way.
Who should they be talking to?
They should be talking to everyone, including Hamas. You cannot exclude a democratically elected movement that was democratically elected by the people of Palestine. And they should be able to talk to everyone on the table as long as they're willing to talk and willing to come to peaceful resolution for this conflict. Because without solving that conflict, it will be very difficult for so many people on both sides to work together.
Impossible. I would say without resolving that conflict.
Yeah, because
that's the popular image, and I'm sure you've encountered this over and over. The popular image in most of our minds, and again, I'm grossly generalizing here, but would probably be in the American imagination, let's say, political imagination, is that the issue between the Palestinian people and the Israeli state is the central issue that continually produces terrorism, animosities of all types, political breakdown, etc. And that until we resolve that, this will continue. And yet, the bedeviling thing is it seems totally impossible in its ability to be resolved. So once again, we hear the message of hope. I'm a man of hope, but I know hope is a flickering candle sometimes, and I'm wondering, I want to measure, you seem hopeful with Barack Obama. Do you think his team offers us a breakthrough that is in some ways unique, and if so, what is that?
Yeah, there is one thing that I think the administration of President Barack Hussein Obama needs to pay attention, is to play it fairly. Not to support the Palestinians against the Israelis, but at the same time not to support the Israelis against the Palestinians. And I don't think it is a problem between the Palestinian people and the state of Israel. It is a problem between the state of Palestine and the state of Israel. And they really have to work together to come either to make a one state where everyone lives. It is the American model.
But that would mean making Hamas talk to Tel Aviv, would it not?
In the end of the 19th century, there were 86, in the Holy Land, in Palestine, 86% of the people were Muslims, 10% were Christians, only 4% were Jews. And they were talking with each other. We had no problems with the Jews. It is not a Jewish-Muslim problem. It is an occupation that has to come to an end, because occupation corrupts the occupiers as well as the occupied.